Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the most incredible day. This is the first time you're watching my channel. My name is Sebastian, and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend, well, girl, you have found me. So grab a snack, grab a drink, hit that subscribe button. I would be very grateful. You guys, we gotta talk. First of all, happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a really good day so far. If you guys don't know, I am in Colombia, so the backdrop looks a little bit different. I am at my mom's place right now. And yeah, but girl, I'm still spilling tea, honey. So listen, get comfortable. What are we doing this weekend? Let me know in the comments below. We gotta talk about Miss Selena Gomez because I found this interview and it is resurfaced. It's while she was promoting Single Soon. And I loved what she said. And I was like, you know what? Not only we're gonna spill some tea, but we're going to motivate each other so we can always raise the bar of what we deserve, honey. Because a lot of people out here are with people, you know, and giving people chances that they shouldn't, okay? And I'm sure one of you guys out there might get something from this. So Selena Gomez is basically talking about her requirements for somebody to enter her life in a relationship aspect. So I absolutely love what she said. So take a look at this and then we can talk. So, you know, I think it's very important to mention this before we continue. Selena Gomez has this like bad rep with like, you know, the Selena Gomez haters, aka probably like, you know, the Hailey Bieber fans and the, you know, just the people who don't like Selena Gomez. They believe that she's obsessed with the idea of being single and of Justin and their past relationships and that how come she hasn't dated anybody and this and that. And I think that it's very important to note that when you are in a process of healing mentally and physically and spiritually, you have to be in a relationship with yourself and you have to make sure that you are in tip-top shape with yourself before entering a healthy relationship. Now, you can enter a rebound situation after 2 months of being with somebody for many years that will probably explode later on at life, but a healthy situation is, you know what? Take your time to be single. Take your time to learn who you are. Take the time to appreciate being alone. Take the time to, you know, get to know what you want, what you deserve, what you need, and what you are looking for in somebody. You know, a lot of people get blinded by, you know, the first couple of weeks meeting somebody, you know, everyone is in their perfect behavior, and then come months later, girl, you are realizing that you are dating a perfect stranger, girl, and that they are not who they were in the beginning, okay? So I think it's very important to have high standards and a little high maintenance, like she says in her Single Soon. And I think that if you don't have high standards and if you don't have high maintenance, then that honestly, in my opinion, shows that you don't have a lot of love for yourself, a lot of self-love, and a lot of us don't. And I think it's something that we are just learning to have. We are learning to have some kind of self-love and you know, and have some like dignity. I remember, you know, in my past, before I got married, I was dating people that honestly I had no business dating. People who were not right. And I thought that it's what I deserved, you know what I mean? But because your self-love is so down because of situations that might have happened, you know, just different ways that you got to where you are, that you don't feel like you deserve the world. Maybe it was your upbringing, maybe it's the people around you, maybe it's, you know, something with mental health, with body, you know, it all adds up. So you just kind of think like, okay, well, you know what, he likes me or she likes me, so, you know, I'll just give them a try. Like, I'm not gonna get anyone else. You definitely are. but you gotta get you first. You know what I mean? You gotta get you first. You gotta make sure that you are good with yourself, honey, because if you're not, literally, you can't be good with anybody else. You know what I mean? And when you finally are happy with yourself, trust and believe that out of nowhere, relationships will come if that's what you're looking for. Even if you're not looking for it, but it's your destiny. When you are good with yourself, you don't need anybody. You know what I mean? And when you're in the process of finally reaching that place where you are good with yourself, you have to realize that you might spend some time alone, or you might kiss a lot of frogs. But we want to make sure that you are in a right place mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally in order to be with somebody. So I don't think that Selena's problem is that she doesn't have anyone who is checking for her. I really do. But I think that Selena finally made herself a priority, which means that you do then have higher standards. You know what I mean? And especially after everything we went through with like the pandemic and stuff like that, I think it's very important to not waste any time on foolery. I mean, now listen, if you want a night of fun, girl, be my guest, honey. But your time is very valuable. Your energy is very valuable. Your home is your sanctuary. Your presence is important. So don't just give it to just a random, you know, who is not going to appreciate you, you know. I remember I was in a very kind of low place in my life, and I gave this guy a try, and I remember that everyone around me was saying, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And I mean, granted, it didn't last very long, thank God. But I realized that it was like, now that I look back, he always had this like power over me, because I felt to believe, I was made to believe by myself and by him and others that I would not find anything better, girl. You know what I mean? So for me, who was like, yes, sir, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I hit the lottery, even though I was being put down, even though, you know, my feelings were not, you know, heard, my mind was not, you know, was not respected. My thoughts were not valued. You know, my presence was not, you know, celebrated. And I'm not saying to throw me a Macy's Day Parade, but, you know, acknowledge that, you know, we are lucky to have each other. You know what I mean? So I think what Selena is doing is amazing, because now that she's finally had so much time to, you know, work on herself, to find what actual standards you have. And also, you guys, there's nothing wrong with having high standards. There is nothing wrong with being high maintenance. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? Because listen, yes, go date around, go kiss the frogs, but know your worth. You know what I mean? I'm so serious too. And this is a lesson I learned a lot later in life, you know? And yes, I've been married for, you know, some time now, but I'm still learning about myself, and I'm still learning, even in my marriage, my boundaries change, my thought process changes. Everything is always evolving, you know? So if you're with somebody who you just don't feel like values you, who you feel that doesn't, who is not lucky, who doesn't feel lucky to have you, then you need to change the page, girl, okay? You need to move the fuck on, girl, because you deserve the world. And even if you don't believe it right now, I'm gonna believe it for you. And I promise you that you'll get there eventually. But it takes time, it takes work, and it takes a lot of, oh God, it takes a lot of finding yourself. It really does. It takes a lot of, you know, understanding that it's not easy. It's not easy. It really isn't easy, but it's not impossible, you know? So value yourself, put yourself first, find what you love, figure out what the list of things that you demand in a partner, and be vocal about it. And do not let anybody silence you. And if it means that you have to be single for some time, then so be it, you guys. There's no rush, okay? You got this, you deserve the world, and that's why I wanted to do this video, because I know that there's a lot of us out here who often forget our worth and our value. So anyways, you get tea with a little bit of hopeful motivation. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.